thought I'd create a very short video here to talk about the difference in the advanced version versus the basic version. In the basic version, when you had a runner on base or you had something to decide on the base path, you use the included safe out dice. Or if you downloaded the demo, you're using a D6, and 1 to 3 is safe, 4 to 6 is out, right? Okay. In the advanced version of the game, this is where you get to start using the colors on the player cards, all right? And there are several things here that happen. Let's take this example. Correa's up, okay? Altuve, so I mentioned this in here. Altuve's on first, all right? So he's on first base over here, all right? All right, so do we want to have Altuve steal? Let's take a look and see. Like I said, in the basic version of the game, you just roll the safe out dice and you see, okay, he's safe. All right, good, so he stole. That's fun and that's quick, but you know, if you're like me, you want a little more depth to your game than that. It's not a 50-50 proposition ever that Altuve is going to steal or he's not going to steal. Okay, so on the cards, and this is all in the rules, so I won't go really deep into it. You take a look at Altuve. Okay, green. This is his batting rating. This is how he does at the plate. Behind the date is his speed or his stolen base rating, and down here is his fielding rating. All the players are set up that way. Okay, so you can see that Altuve, from a speed standpoint, is green, and there are 3 colors. There's yellow, right? There's blue, and there's green. Yellow is average, blue is below average, green's above average. All right, or if you want to do a little easy math, green's +1, blue's -1. All right, so in this case, you've got a runner who's +1 on the base pass. All right, so if he steals, decide who's going to take the throw down, either shortstop or second base. All right, and if you're, smart, you'll pick the guy that has the best fielding rating. In this case, that would be Elvis Andrus. He's green or +1 when it comes to fielding. All right. Now your catcher, Robinson Chirinos, is 0. He's not +1. He's not -1. He's neutral. Okay, so he doesn't add to the equation at all. All right. So basically, on the defensive side of this, you got a +1 situation. You got a green rated fielder, and you got a neutral rated catcher or average catcher. You have a plus rated runner. All right, so if you figure Altuve is +1 and the defense is +1, that means it's 50-50. It's an even proposition. Now what you're going to do is you're going to roll a D6. You can use any of the D6 that's come with the game that you have. You're going to roll a D6. 1 to 3 safe, 4 to 6 out. All right. So what happens is, let's take another batter let's take Correa. Okay. Let's pretend we got Correa on first. Correa, great hitter, great fielder, not so great on the base pass. All right, he's below average. He doesn't steal many bases. Okay, so Correa's on base. We got the same situation. Okay, now we have a +1 situation on the defense because we got our average catcher and our +1 shortstop. All right, and then we have a -1 runner. So there's actually, in that situation, there's a 2-point difference, a 2-point swing, right? The defense is +1. The runner is below average. He's -1. So that's a 2-point difference. So from the safe portion of the roll, the 1 to 3 portion, we're going to subtract 2 points. The only way Correa is going to be safe is if he rolls a 1. Okay? Now, if you're playing and you want to roll that, that's up to you. But I don't like 20% odds. I wouldn't roll because you're going to roll and get a 5 like I just got, and Correa is going to be out. All right? Now, that's the difference in the advanced game, and that same logic applies to anything on the field. The outcomes happen. You roll a single, you get a single. Okay? You'll roll. The colors here tell you which of the dice, brown, blue, or green, to use. Okay? To see where it went. All right? Once you see where it went, let's say in this case we have 2 men on. Okay? Let's say we have Correa on second and Altuve on first. All right. So Beltran hits a single to hang on. Okay, he's got a little number to the catcher. So I rolled a 2. All right. So a single to the catcher is basically he gets on base. But what happens to these two guys? You know, they both advance automatically, okay, on a single. All right. But does anything else happen? Okay, you can use this same logic any way you want. Now let's say the single was to the left fielder. Okay, let's say I roll a 7 and the left fielder is going to get that ball. All right. They're going to advance one here. All right. Now, you may want to say, okay, should I go ahead and have, obviously, I don't think Correa you would do it with. If it's Altuve at second, it's Altuve at third now, you might go ahead and say, okay, he's fast. My catcher is average. The left fielder is green. That's a +1. It's a +1. It's an even situation. Should I go ahead and have him try to take home? You're even, so you can go ahead and do it. Or you could decide not to make that move unless you have a positive situation. That's how you make decisions on the base passing in the game. Now, there's another way this comes into play. All right? That's pitcher versus batter. In your initial roll, when you roll pitcher versus batter, all right, you go in, let's go into, let's go here. Let's put Altuve up again. I'm not in love with Altuve, not a Houston fan, but let's just use him for an example. Okay, Altuve is a green rated batter. Okay, we're not looking at his speed anymore. We're not looking at his fielding. We're looking at his hitting. He's green rated. That means he's +1 at the plate. Tony Barnett is an average pitcher. All right, so Tony Barnett, there's a +1 for Altuve here at the plate. So when we roll our trusty set of dice over here, to the red die that we're going to compare for the roll, I add 1. So instead of a 4, Altuve rolled a 5. Now, he didn't beat Barnett's 6. Okay? Now, so that's how you apply it to pitcher versus batter. All right? So either when you have a batter like, let's say, Rougned Odor over here, going up against Charlie Morton's +1 on the mound. Rougned Odor is -1 at the plate. That's a 2-point swing. So instead of adding to Rougned Odor, when he rolls his dice, when he rolls a red die, he rolled a 6. You're going to take away 2 from that. Okay? It doesn't matter. Morton rolled an 8. He wins anyway. But that's the difference between pitcher and batter.